What's up, everybody? It's Gunny here with Gunny's Gaming, and today I'm going to tell you 5 reasons why I think Horizon Zero Dawn is the best role-playing game on the market. The first reason is that the game is absolutely gorgeous. The graphics are fantastic. As someone who lives in the Colorado, Utah area myself, I've been to many of the places that are in the game, and I'm just blown away by the accuracy of the graphics. Delicate art, which is featured in the game, although not surrounded by the same things that it is in the real world, it still looks like the real deal. The game rendering of kind of the lake areas in the western region of the game takes after Lake Powell, which is a place I have also been, and it looks just like it. Honestly, it looks so good. It's awe-inspiring. And there's also an area in the game called, it takes after Goblin Valley, which is this place in south central Utah where these rocks kind of just are perched up on other rocks. And it's a beautiful sight to see. It's an amazing thing of nature, but the game also captures it so well, and I love it because it feels like you're there. The second reason I want to talk about is the narrative of this game. The story of Aloy, who's the main character, her coming of age is deep, it's intriguing, and it's relatable. Aloy goes from a Nora outcast to a hero to the entire world. She saves the world from a long-forgotten tragedy that is tied to her own past, as she seeks the truth about her mother and where she came from. With her only mentor having been killed, she is lost and alone and must find the truth for herself. The story is engaging. It makes you want to put more and more time into the game. The main storyline is absolutely gripping, as you have to discover the origins of the machines that are destroying the world. So this world is just full of these machines, and people don't know where they came from, why they're there. They just know. They've just been there for as long as they can remember. I personally loved this story and could relate to Aloy's coming of age as she handles loss and disappointment, and as she learns to be her own person, stand up for what she believes in. I think it's a fantastic story. It's a story for anyone and everyone of all ages. I think this game is great. Now, the third thing I want to talk about is the world. This game has built a huge and amazingly detailed world. The world is stunning, but I'm not just talking about graphics. I'm talking about the cultures that are created in the game. The Nora, which is Aloy's tribe, they take inspiration from Native Americans. The Karja, who are industrious but have a checkered past. The Oseram, who are the hard steel workers and craftsmen. And this creates an environment that takes you in and makes you want to explore and find out more about the various cultures that are in the game. The world is also full of spectacular machines, as many of you have probably seen from the trailers and the advertisements for this game. Now, I know this game is a year old, but if you have not played this game is almost, well, I wouldn't say almost. I think it's worth investing in a PlayStation 4. And honestly, I think this would have been Game of the Year had it released on all platforms. So the fourth thing that I want to talk about is the character development in the game. Now, I've kind of mentioned this already because the story involves the character development. But several of the main characters develop in the story and become better and see things more and deeper. And I love that, and I enjoy that because I think that's part of what life is about. So Aloy, the Sun King, Erend, Olin, just to name a few of the main characters in the game, they all go through these little storylines that helps them develop and become somebody different. Aloy, who's the main character, is often the agent of the change for these other characters, though. What she does and the quests that she goes on and things are what affect the change in these other people. And you just can't help but want to be like Aloy because she's brave, she's caring, intelligent, open-minded, and plain-spoken. And I love that, and it makes the game more engaging. Now, the fifth and final thing that I want to talk about, and one of my favorite things about this game, is that the combat is amazingly fun. Like, it's addictingly fun. The unique third-person combat experience that you get in this game is kind of like nothing else that I've seen in the game world recently. And I love the different weapons that you can make and craft, and you have to craft your own ammo and things like that. I think it's a ton of fun. The unique weapons in the game utilize parts off of destroyed machines and are something that's new and refreshing to the genre. You can use arrows to corrupt, disable, and destroy machines. You have slings for bombs and for like ice grenades and fire grenades and things like that to exploit different weaknesses of the machines in the game. And Aloy also has this unique device called a focus, and it kind of sits on her head. I think it's on this side. Sits on her head right about here, and it allows her to see the weaknesses of the different machines so that she can exploit them and use the various weapons to do that. The combat is intense as large machines, they buck, they trample, they kick, they shoot, they run at you. It's exciting and makes you crave the battle with these machines. I love this game. I think it's great. It's honestly my favorite game. It's hard to list my favorite games, but as of right now, in July of 2018, this is my favorite game. It really is. It's stunning, it's beautiful, has a great storyline. Now, it doesn't have the same number of gameplay hours that other games do, like Skyrim or Fallout 4, or even like Shadow of War or those kind of games. It doesn't have the same amount of gameplay hours. It's around, I put about 220 hours into the game. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot, but it's not as much as some others. But I think the quality of that content is really what makes this game excellent. It makes you want to play it again and again and experience the story and that combat that you just want to be there and be in it. And I played it on the PlayStation 4 Pro, which honestly is just fantastic with those 4K graphics. It looks real, and I enjoy it. I get to be in another world for a little while and explore and make friends and stuff like that. It's great. So check out the game, especially if you're one of those who's waiting for Fallout 76. I recommend this game to hold you over. So if you like this content, though, subscribe to this channel, like this post, and see the content that I have continually coming out, and check it out. There's good stuff. These are the kind of games I like to talk about, and I'm going to be playing the Fallout 76 beta, so tune in here for that. I'm going to be playing that live, and I'm also have been playing through the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, a version that I've remastered with mods, and so check out those videos too. That's another game that you can go back to and play that before you play Fallout 76, or in preparation for the Elder Scrolls 6, which is obviously at least a few years away still, but to hold you over until then. But anyway, this is Gunny here from Gunny's Gaming, and I'm signing off.